In this guide, I will teach you about the 9 best pieces of gear that you can get very early on in Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake. I will be explaining where they are, what their stats are, and who can wear or use it. You can acquire all of these within the first few hours of gameplay. Now let's get onto the list and get you geared up. Number 1, the Leather Shield. This shield is your first level up from the pot lid and is by far the weakest on this list. To acquire it, you must have already gotten to Reeve and are inside of the Dreamer's Tower. You want to go up to the second floor of the Dreamer's Tower and go to the room all the way in the northwest corner where you'll find a chest with the leather shield inside. The shield has a defense value of 4 and it can be equipped by the hero, warriors, priests, merchants, gadabouts, monster wranglers, and sages. Number 2, the Boomerang. Directly across the hallway from the leather shield in the northeast corner of floor 2 is a staircase. Go up it to a closed off section with nothing but a treasure chest holding the boomerang. It has an attack of 11 and can hit multiple targets at once. The hero, mages, merchants, thieves, monster wranglers, and gadabouts can all wield this strong early game weapon. Number 3, Hardwood Headwear. For this item, you must have completed the Dreamer's Tower and gotten the Thief's Key. If you have not yet and need help, refer to my guide on the Dreamer's Tower. For this piece of gear, you must go back to the basement floor of the Dreamer's Tower, literally the floor where you enter the passageway south of Reeve. Go down and use your Thief's Key to open the red door. In this room, there are 2 chests. The one on the left has the Hardwood Headwear. This item has a defense of 11 and can be worn by the hero, gadabouts, monster wranglers, merchants, priests, warriors, and sages. Number 4, Shell Armor. The shell armor is found outside of the Dreamer's Tower. You must be through the basement and on the actual island that the tower is on. Go outside of the tower and walk into those funny looking trees on the northeast of this little island. Then walk straight up to the treasure chest that has the shell armor. This armor has a defense rating of 17 and can be worn by the hero, merchants, monster wranglers, priests, and sages. Number 5, the Wizard's Staff. To get the Wizard's Staff, you must venture to the east side of the world map from Reeve and walk south until you get to right where the 2 mountain formations meet. Here there are some rocks that you can walk into. Go to the center of this area to find 2 barrels. The barrel on the right holds the Wizard's Staff. Those of you that have any casters in your party will be happy to have this, as its attack rating is a whopping 21. It can only be wielded by mages and priests. Number 6, the Chain Sickle. To get the Chain Sickle, you have to have already blown up the pathway to the teleportal with a wrecking ball. If you have not yet and would like some help, check out my video guide on how to leave the starting island. If you have already blown up the pathway, continue from the new hole in the wall and walk down the stairs. Now fall down any hole in the floor to get to the Path of Promise B3. On this floor, walk to the southernmost part of the map where you will find a treasure chest with the Chain Sickle. This weapon has an attack of 16 and can attack multiple creatures at once. It can be equipped by the hero, martial artists, gadabouts, monster wranglers, priests, thieves, and sages. It can also be bought at a shop in Reeve, but for a pretty hefty price this early on in the game. Number 7, the Thorn Whip. This whip is acquired from Morgan Miniman, the guy that collects the mini-medals inside of the well in Aliahan. You must have found at least 2 mini-medals before talking with him to retrieve this weapon. This whip, like the Boomerang and the Chain Sickle, are able to hit multiple targets at once. It has an attack power of 19 and can be wielded by the hero, gadabouts, monster wranglers, thieves, mages, and sages. Number 8, the Leather Dress. This item is also awarded by Morgan Miniman, but you must have 3 mini-medals and then speak to him to receive it. This dress has a defense rating of 16 and can be worn by any class as long as they are female, or in HD 2D Remake's case, choosing appearance B at the beginning of the game. Number 9, Tortois Shell. To get the Tortois Shell, you must complete the Path of Promise and make your way to the final room before you step into the teleportal. In this room, the map has 3 pathways you can go down. For this item, you have to go down the pathway on the far east. Walk all the way down and grab it from the chest. This piece of armor has a defense rating of 15 and can only be worn by monster wranglers, mages, and merchants. And that calls it for the 9 best pieces of gear that you can acquire early on in Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake. I would recommend that even after getting these, to still go to Reeve and check the 2 shops for any gear pieces that can make you stronger before you officially leave the starting island, and now you likely have the coin to be able to afford it as well. If you have any questions about anything in this video, leave them in a comment and I'll respond as quickly as I can. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more in-game tips, tricks, and guides, including my top 15 beginner tips for Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake, and I'll see you in the next video.